trigger that, man. Freaking it out.
Watch your head.
See you guys right here, check this out right here. See all this? This is the salt deposit right here. It's like pink, it's like pink.
Oh, paint, what paint?
Can I touch it?
It's like perfect sky right now.
It looks like...
Oh, it's right there.
Planet.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I picture right there.
Like those movies. I know. We're just.
That came down into the crater. That's why I was freaked out on 2020 because I knew that. It's not a small portion. That's a big portion of the globe. Where we were at first was right there. See that? You guys didn't see that. That's a restroom right there. That was like maybe another 50 yards if we would have made that right turn. We were, you see where the little piles of rocks are on the edge? That's why I always look to the trees because I don't know what to say.
We stand here and we take the lava on the side.
Pretty crazy like you guys know. It used to be as high as here, and there was like a big air pocket under it that opened up. The pressure opened up on those holes we were talking about earlier, 45 miles away, and brought this thing down a little lower. See, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 trees. We're good. Man, you're gonna have to try it out near the side.
Of course, the road is closed. The part of the road that fell in, yeah, it's closed. People ask, hey, yeah, road closed? Yeah, it is closed. It was actually closed for about 10 years, so they kind of knew it was falling in. But what's funny is, when they built the road, they're like, oh yeah, this is a good spot. We'll build it here. This is safe. So that lower portion, the very lowest, it almost looks like a kind of a pool. That's where the lava's been erupting, right down in that section. Some really cool textures and just the way, interesting formations right in here. Of course, this would definitely be considered as the western rift zone, all this area. Hardly anything grows. And part of that is because of all the gases. This is a smaller one. Didn't even go a quarter of the distance. Actually, didn't really go much further past the road. Following the road up further, you see where it ends again. And that is the bigger flow. You can see quite a ways before the road starts up again. So we got two big flows that came through there. Both of them kind of have a little bit of a darker view, but this has to do with the way the sun is positioned. We're actually looking at the shadowy side of the lava flow. Following the flow downhill, you see it kind of loses its darkness and becomes a little bit of a grayish, and then finally it kind of turns almost a purplish gray. So that's the big flow. Going upslope, it will lead you straight up to the fissure. Fissure 3 was the big one. 19 days this eruption was going on, and fissure 3 was pretty much averaging, 150 to 200 feet flow into the air. At its highest, which was on Thursday just before the flow stopped, lava was going 500 feet. I got a chance to see that just for the couple of hours that it did it. You will not find a better view of Mauna Kea than what we've got right now. Absolutely amazing. There we go. You can see Kohala now a little bit better, just on the other side of Mauna Kea. Lots of eruptions happen right in here. This is part of the 1984 eruption we're flying over now. Some of these holes that you see just here and there, these are collapsed lava tubes. As the lava flows, the top will cool first. Inside, the lava will continue to flow. Eventually, the flow will run out, and inside will just be a big hollow section. If that top layer is thin enough, oftentimes it will basically just kind of collapse. That whole thing falls in, so you've got like these little skylights. So that's what we're looking at, some of these holes. It's like a whole other world up here, right? The Pu'u'o'o vent. This one was formed in 1983, not a small eruption. 1,500 foot lava eruption. That was going on for the first 5 years like that, but then continued erupting to a degree or another for the next 35 years, almost nonstop. In 2018, the lava was spilling right over the top of it. And then, all of a sudden, the whole thing fell in. I was actually right here when that happened. When the top hit the bottom about 1,000 feet down, it formed this huge plume of dust, went up over 3,000 feet into the air. Oh, very cool. I'll give you guys a look here. Check this one out. This is the Pu'u'o'o vent. In 2018, with so much lava and the huge rivers coming down, the lava created its own climate. It pushed away the clouds, and it literally did not rain during that whole time. So much heat just pushed all the clouds away. There was one particular day when the weather was just right. There was, just the right moisture, the way the wind was blowing. It created this massive thunderstorm. So as the heat rises and then the cool air kind of replaces that, it can kind of create this up and down motion. So perfect conditions for a thunderstorm. Most thunderstorms kind of, they run out of energy, basically. The energy just dissipates, and it might last 30, 40 minutes, and it's going to be done after that. Most of them are done within less time than that, maybe 20 minutes. But because this had a constant source of heat. The thunderstorm continued for no less than 4 hours. It was the craziest thing. And meanwhile, like less than a half a mile away, it was clear blue sunny sky. And the storm just like stayed right over fissure number 8. It was so bizarre. With the hot air kind of chasing the cooler air, it also formed these little tornadoes. So basically little kind of dust devils, except there was no dust. It was just the hot air.
Oh my gosh.
And on one occasion, actually multiple occasions over the course of those 4 months, but it got so strong, it actually picked up hunks of the molten lava rock, that bright red, and was swirling it around in the air. So forming these little lava nados. Not a tornado, but a lava nado. Oh man, so crazy.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool to see that. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be the best view right here, Mary. Closest to us, like I was saying earlier, the 1960s flow, you can see there's one tower right there. That's the lighthouse. Everything on the other side of that lighthouse that's black, that's all from 2018. So quite extensive, and the area along the shoreline, kind of a big long section, that is the 875 acres of new land.
See the green overline in there? And the little crystals. See that? See the green? Hawaiian diamond, they call it. Guys call it rainbow falls. When the sun is out, it gets the whitewash. You spray on the bottom, creates a rain.
You should feel it move on your hand.
wicked.
Go ahead, Dan.
What is that thing?
It's a bristle star.